Hello everyone, my name is Lysander Xanthus and welcome to the new moon and Sagittarius Candle Ritual. We are going to take a few moments for people to join us. We are going to begin with an energy clearing, and then we will be drawing cards for guidance for the new moon, a general reading for all. And then I will be guiding us all in the new moon ritual. And we will conclude with a meditation with the goddess Athena. So, you guys will get to see the altar in just a moment. So I'll turn it around. It may be hard to see, but there's a black candle on this table. So this is the new moon altar. Normally it looks like the full moon, but we've placed black on it to symbolize it being darkened. And the statue there is of Athena. Are you ready?
Looks like I have it shaved.
All right. So, do you want to say hello?
Sure.
Joining me is my fiance, the Kitchen Witch, aka Other Camera Person.
Other camera person.
And I'm going to be giving her the camera now for. Hello, everyone.
So, we also have beautiful black cat and little bit.
Our cats are joining us. So we're going to begin with an energy clearing, just to kind of help get us into a space for the ritual. This does make a high-pitched tone for anyone who's sensitive. And the last thing I plan on doing for the energy clearing is I'm going to be using black kyanite, and I'm going to be reaching through to you with the energy of this crystal to gently brush your energy and brush away anything that is negative and harmful that doesn't belong to you, that is no longer serving your greatest good. So this is not going to clear away everything, it's just kind of like a little dusting before we begin. So if you would like to take in this energy, just sit, breathe, relax, and allow yourself to receive it. All right, and that concludes that, as I said, should be very simple. So next we are going to do draw some cards as a new moon guidance. I'm going to be taking the camera now. How are you feeling, Rose?
I started doing the energy sweeping thing, and I was like struggling to hold the camera up.
Oh no! I did try to direct it through the camera as much as I could, but
I was on the other side of it. So, because we are focusing on Athena tonight, we will be using the Olympus Tarot to communicate and to seek some wisdom from her. This is a deck that I have had for over 10 years, and I use it only to speak to Athena. She's already got something to say.
oh my goodness. So the Kitchen Witch is doing a reading for guidance for you all, for us all, for the new moon.
So I'm going to hold on to that for just a moment and focus on this wisdom for the month ahead. This deck has its own language,
Yeah,
which is very interesting.
don't feel rushed, by the way.
I know the stories behind every card, but there's a word that goes with each one that is important.
While she thinks about that, I would like all of you to think about what it is you would like to release during the new moon ritual we will be doing in a little while. So you can choose to release one thing or multiple things. If it helps you, I encourage you to write down all the things you would like to let go of, all the things you would like to have leave your life or leave yourself. You can list qualities within yourself, habits, other people or relationships that you'd like to release, situations, issues. You can release things to be healed, etc. Anything that you would like to move out of your life or out of yourself. This new moon is in Sagittarius, so it is particularly well suited to releasing old paradigms, old ways of seeing things, old ideas, perceptions, old philosophies.
Bunny bear, come here. Yeah, well, that's because Athena's over here. Do you see her?
Yes, Athena's over here. Usually she sits on that shelf.
My familiar. She's fussing because I'm doing things without her.
Well, come sit in the lap.
And because Athena's missing, she doesn't like it. So, when I started to shuffle, we were given Judgment, which are the children of Aries and Aphrodite dancing in the sky. And the words behind this are judging thought, fear, and decisions. So what the following three cards are referring to are those ideas. you? Sorry, everybody. So the first card is the Four of Chalices, which is the Battle of Thermopylae. And it is the card of struggle. Now, in the Battle of Thermopylae, the thing that was interesting was that the Spartans were losing, even though they were undefeated. And halfway through the battle, their king stood before the greatest of foes and declared that he would have victory, and that at any cost he would be willing to fight until the end. So what's being referred to here is the struggle to victory, the willingness to fight. The next card is the Six of Pentacles. And the key word in this one is poetry. And what this card is representing is the story of Hermes giving Apollo a lyre. And a lyre is a musical instrument that refers to one of the muses, the muse of poetry. And in ancient Greece, poetry was more about telling a moral or a story than just sounding beautiful. So what we have so far is we have the struggle for victory is a beautiful story. Lastly, we have the Knave of Pentacles. And this is the tale of Jason's sandal. A farmer comes out of the ford, out of a situation where he had lost his own sandal, and happens upon a new sandal, the one that Jason had lost, as it floated down the river. And this is a reference to sacrifice, about how even when you lose something, you don't know whether or not it's going to benefit someone else down the line. So the message here is that when you're making decisions, do what you must to achieve your victories. And remember that the loss is a beautiful story, and you never know who is going to benefit from that sacrifice.
Well, that's a very good message, considering that this is a releasing time.
Mm-hmm. So there it is.
Well, thank you very much. All right. So now we will be moving on to the ritual. Thank you very much.
Of course.
And thank you, Olympus Tarot.
Thank you, Athena.
Indeed.
Been speaking to her for a long time.
Yes. So the cards are a method of speaking to the goddess Athena, Greek goddess of wisdom. She is our patron goddess, but the dark moon or new moon is her time, which is why I thought I would incorporate her into this particular video that we're doing today. Would you hold this, please? Thank you. So I hope you've given some thought to what you want to release, and I'm going to tell you what you'll be doing with that in just a moment. So now we're going to turn our attention here. So this candle is not only black, but it has been infused with clove oil throughout the entire thing. So I like to use this candle for cleansing, clearing, and healing. And so that is why I've chosen this candle today. Now, I like having Athena here because she is the goddess of wisdom, and wisdom is often obtained by releasing things and through going through challenges and suffering. So I feel like there is kind of an energy of transformation that can be had here. So what I would like you to do now is to think of those things that you want to release, whatever they are, and I want you to imagine taking those things into your hand and forming them into a hard, tight cube. So I want you to put your hands together and imagine putting all the things that you want to let go of into that object in your hands. And when you feel you've really poured that energy from yourself into your hands, I want you to, not just yet, I want you to put it in the flame of that candle, but I want you to know that the flame of this candle has the power to destroy anything because it is so pure. So knowing that, release it into the flame and imagine the flame devouring all that energy and breaking it down and changing it and turning it into something new. So I'd like you to take as much, at least a few minutes to go on and do that now. All right. And now I would like you to change your focus to still upon the flame, but now instead of you pouring into it, let the light of this candle shine into you and let its light chase away all negativity, all that doesn't belong to you, all that is harming you, all that is not serving your highest good. Let in the light and warmth and let it chase out everything else that is not what you really are. Imagine it shining into you, through you. Great. You're doing very well. We are going to change focus in just a moment. So now we're going to enter the meditation with Athena. So that concludes the releasing ritual. I like to keep things simple. They are very effective. So now I would like you to, if you like and are so inclined, to connect with Athena and just imagine reaching out and connecting with this image of her. And what I suggest is that you take a moment to be still and to ask her to give you guidance and advice, or to send you a sign. And it may not be what you want to hear, or you may not understand at first, but sometimes such is wisdom. The way that you might receive this information is different for everyone. You could hear something in your mind, or see an image, or just get a feeling. Alright, whenever you are ready, feel free to open your eyes if you've closed them, or bring your attention back to where you are now. Hello again, everyone. So, pretty simple, but it was something we wanted to share with all of you. So I hope that you enjoyed the energy clearing, reading, candle ritual, and open meditation. And I would suggest this evening taking some time alone for reflection, and to just be with yourself and do a quiet activity, or just to
let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
Take a bubble bath, have a glass of wine, and let it go. You know who I'm talking to.
Relax.
And feel free to comment if you had any connection with Athena this evening. We would love to hear about it.
We would love feedback about any part of this experience that was meaningful to you. And you're welcome to let us know about any changes you experience weeks following.
It's safe. It's just Keeney's crawling around behind us.
Well, I would like to thank everyone for joining us this evening and participating in the ritual. And I do hope that it brings you healing. So, I'm Lysander Xanthus, and this is the Kitchen Witch. And we will see you again next full moon. Be blessed and have a wonderful, quiet evening.